So you guys have left Falstead. You've been traveling on a long and barren road for many days now. The winds blow and the blistering gale has been pressing against your skin and has really been quite difficult to deal with. You guys long for a reprieve at this. You guys long for a reprieve, craving a warm bowl of food, an ale, and a warm place for shelter. Off in the distance, with a flash of lightning, you see a manor, a rundown building, which seems to be more than hospitable. The comforts of home call to you.
It'd be more hospitable than the nature is out here.
It's true.
Agreed.
As you approach the mansion, you notice that the blackness of stone is unnatural and almost tainted. The air grows thick, and what little light that the night does give somehow becomes duller and duller the closer you get to this dark dwelling. Before you are a set of steps that lead to a high archway that govern the entryway into the mansion proper. A large set of dark double oak doors.
Be careful, guys. These are double doors.
Sit.
You mean these guys? I thought these be Dumbledores.
Sit patiently closed, awaiting your advance. You notice small crystal blue eyes peering at you from behind the dark window beside the doorway.
I extend my hand out and be like, "We're just travelers. We mean you no harm. We're just looking for a place to stay. We're very cold, tired, very hungry." And I guess I'll do a,
No answer.
see, do I have a,
You're whispering to yourself and your comrades.
there's no need to be shy. I see you behind over there.
The eyes dart away into the darkness of the mansion.
It's like, oh, it must be a raccoon or something.
You startled whatever it was.
Do there's gonna be lights on inside?
No. It's completely dark. The only source of light right now, are you guys carrying any source of light, or are you just going by moonlight? The moon is full, so light is quite...
It is there, but not quite as day.
The light there that casts quite a bit of light.
I pick up a stick. Is there any twigs or like a good stick?
Absolutely.
Yep.
You're in a... Let me set the scene for you, actually.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a twig. If
Okay.
there's any twigs, I'm just going to firebolt it,
And light it up?
light it up, and have...
Okay, so you got a makeshift torch. Okay. The torch casts bright light, dancing shadows from the trees, and your guys' body kind of flicker off the wall.
Like, well, shall we investigate?
Perhaps.
Off in the distance, you hear critters.
By the way, I don't know what they're playing.
So what's the plan? Are you guys gonna head in, or? It's been quite a hard, hectic travel. This is the first place you've seen of actual proper shelter.
I know we yelled, but I am first just to cover my bases, knock loudly.
There's no response. Nothing but creak and whispers of the wind.
Well, whoever lives inside here is obviously mad or an animal. Shall we? I grab the door handle and I begin turning the doorknob to this rustic.
As you try to
place.
turn the handle, it kind of gets caught, and it stops.
I give out a sigh like, okay. Would I have any reason to think that there's any magic in here, so I wouldn't cast that.
Give me an Arcana check.
An Arcana check, huh? Okay, well.
Would I like to do an Arcana check?
I'm not paying attention. 8.
Okay.
I wouldn't think there's no magic inside here, so I'd just be like, yeah, whatever.
No.
It's dark and scary.
Yeah.
Ian? Okay, so you guys tried the door. Did you want to give me an Arcana? Can you train an Arcana?
No.
You want to give me an
I
Arcana?
still have it.
Give me an Arcana check.
This is 5th edition, people. You don't be trained at you scrap.
No, but to be able to identify signs of magic, you should be.
Yeah, 17.
I'm too annoyed right now to be like, there's obviously no magic here. Whatever. It's a house.
You notice an eerie essence that seems to surrounding the doors. You're not really sure what, but it might be preventing you from turning the knob.
Is there a nearby window?
Yes, you're on this little tiny porch, and there's a couple different windows. They're all dusted over and nasty and hard to look through.
I investigate one of the windows.
Give me
see if it opens.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Excuse me. 17.
There doesn't appear to be any latches on these doors or these windows, but maybe there could possibly be some on some of the other windows around the house.
Well, I look over to our swashbuckler friend. I'm sorry, what was your character's name?
Jacques.
Jacques.
Gusto.
It's like, well,
Robert.
Jacques,
Oh.
you seem to be a penny pusher and a swashbuckler, or, a saboteur. You can open this, can't you?
Do I look like that kind of man to you?
You do. Yes.
You're not. You are not wrong. I have these tools.
Okay, you gonna try to pick a lock?
Sleight of hand.
Technically, it's not sleight of hand. It's just your proficiency modifier added to your roll.
Well, I rolled 2 anyway, so.
So as you try to pick the lock, you kind of go at it for a few minutes, and you realize that it's not actually locked.
Wait, really? But still a 10 altogether, though, so.
It doesn't appear to be locked. And in fact, in your tinkering, you actually lock it and then unlock it.
Interesting.
Well,
Something about the lock?
maybe it's just jammed.
It's not. It is not locked at all.
I just try to pull on the door handle.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Well, I'm not gonna pull excessively if it gives
Oh, you're just
any
gonna see if it gives?
resistance. Then.
It's almost as if it's a solid wall.
Joke's on you. You push the door open.
Okay, now I'm getting pretty. I'm gonna do.
I try to place my hand
Now I'm getting
like
very-
it's some sort of illusion.
Push through it.
Yeah.
Give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Are you smart?
That is a 17 total.
As far as you can tell, it's a real door.
I cast detect magic. Now I'm getting fishy.
Okay.
I'm starting to get, okay, there's something weird about this.
So there's a very ominous and dark necrotic magic that is surrounding and embedding in riding through this entire building.
I give out a sigh. I'm like, really, here? Come all this way. I'm hungry. I'm famished. I want to go to bed. And we're dealing with necromancy.
What? We did just come from a village of zombies.
Oh, gosh.
Well, yeah, but maybe maybe you find some hope of civilization around here, not dealing with these weirdos.
What's the plan?
We don't have to be here.
I pull out
Well,
my sword.
the idea is that you guys have been traveling for a few days, and you're like,
Yeah, at our endpoint.
yeah.
Low on provisions.
Okay,
You're
well,
like 6-7 years.
this should be an educational experience.
But he
Let's,
said, necrotic magic. I pull my sword.
I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. We're dealing with necromancy. That's not happiness. It's like, why out here, though? This is just out in the middle of nowhere. Must be some necromancer that's
Can I make a perception check of that howl?
I just go on and on with.
You start rambling.
I start rambling.
You don't need a perception check. You hear wolves.
Oh, no.
You hear wild critters.
I don't think we're alone in these parts.
It does not seem that we are in a winning situation.
I cast, when I hear the wolves, I'm like, okay. I cast mage armor on myself. And I just hear the wolf howl again. It's like, I'll probably have to be dealing with these. So I just touch myself, and you see, this hexagonal shield just envelop me. It goes, boom.
That's cool.
You see me reach into my jacket and pull out what seems to be a sword hilt. But then a blade erupts from it that seems to be made of pure light.
That's cool.
Very unexpected. I like that. I pull out my blade.
Nice. All right, so you guys are
And my
standing
sword-
outside a house armed.
And
Very armed, very ready for
I
these
have my
fools.
sword, I have my scimitar in one hand, and I cast Brutus Flame in my other hand.
Okay.
I do look into a window.
Okay. Need a perception check.
Very nice.
Nice.
21.
I wish I could roll that high.
At this point, I feel like breaking the window and
As
that or
you
just burning the house
as you
down.
look into the room, next room, you can see what looks like a entryway to the manor, a foyer with two large, looks like statues, kind of peering back at you. But it's very difficult to see much else.
I break the window.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
That will be a 23.
You hit.
And I guess I don't get sneak attack on this thing, do I? No.
No.
10 damage.
All right, as you are using your blade of light,
Yep.
with a quick thrust and a of your blade, you bust open the window. And at that moment, the door opens.
Well, whatever you did, the
With a
door
loud
opened.
creak.
Let's go in.
There
I'm
seems
pretty
to be,
sure they're inviting us. They
there
might
seems to
still
be
need
an odd
cadavers.
instance of cause and effect here.
It's like, well, if they want to try to make cadavers out of us, I welcome it. Welcome them to try.
So as you hear a loud creak from behind you, and you look and you can see the doors have opened on their own accord. Its onlooking blue crystal eyes, nowhere to be found, and a looming black space behind the entryway stares menacingly at you, inviting you into its abode.
Does this look like a wood structure?
The building?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god, please don't.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
gonna
I'm not
burn
gonna
it
do that.
down.
I was just gonna throw it in there and just be like, well, whatever's gonna attack us.
Oh, with a
See.
firebolt?
Well, no. I'm
Oh.
just gonna throw the torch in there. But
Oh, let's see the cop. Okay, I gotcha.
floorboards, are they wood?
So, as you are you guys walking in or just peering from a distance?
Well, I
wanted
was
to see what
curious,
he's doing.
but I was just gonna throw the torch in there, but obviously there's wood everywhere.
You
so.
can do whatever you want. I will not stop you.
You know what? Honestly, this area is filled with necromancy and whatnot, and we're out here. There's wood inside there, and there's obviously probably a necromancer inside there. I throw the effing torch inside there.
All right.
Whatever.
It lands with a thud of the light stick that it is, and you can see the entry. The entry foyer has a large open space with. You see the floor is made of a black marble and the walls of wood. Two imposing-looking demonic statues stand on either side of the foyer, as if motionlessly keeping watch over the empty room.
And then I say, as I throw it in there, I just say it would be a mercy to burn this place down.
You can see a set of stairs directly across from you that lead into another room, just out of the torch's light.
Well, there's shelter ahead of us. Let's go inside. I walk in.
I move in behind him cautiously. Now, I am going to try to move stealthily, and yes, I realize I'm holding a lightsaber in my hands. But
Okay, I was gonna say.
But that doesn't mean I can't try to be quiet.
I look over at him, trying to be quiet. I'm like, they probably already know we're here anyways.
I slowly follow.
Call
Give
it habit.
Give me a stealth check, please.
I slowly follow behind Jock.
Okay.
Do I roll a disadvantage?
Huh? No.
Okay.
You're trying to be quiet. You're not trying to hide physically. You're not
Alright.
trying to hide visually. So
23.
I just cautiously enter,
you think you're stealthy.
Okay.
expecting someone to attack us.
Okay. You guys get a very eerie, cold chill down your spine as you walk past the gargoyles. Almost as if they're watching you. Waiting.
I look to one of the statues.
I just take a firebolt and just shoot.
Give me an attack roll.
I just see what happens. Whatever.
The funny thing is,
I was like,
I thought about
these
shaking
don't
them out of
feel
principle.
these don't feel right. I'm shooting one. Okay, I forgot how to do this shit.
You roll a
Firebolt.
D20.
So I got 11 plus dexterity.
Above your cantrips, it should tell you your spell attack and your save. Your save is what I roll.
I see. Okay.
And your attack is what
So
you add.
17.
Your firebolt hits quick and true with a lot as it hits and just fizzles.
So, okay.
As what you would expect of hitting stone.
I do the same thing to the other one.
Attack roll.
Higher.
Okay. Again, with a lot of and it kind of smashes into the concrete. The stone. Nothing happens.
Okay.
This is very ominous.
As well it should be.
I say I don't trust anything inside this room.
I think the background music gets out of the way.
Is there an enchanted piano in here?
No,
Maybe.
we're just playing uninvited.
So as you guys move beyond the gargoyles,
And I do increase the intensity from my blade. So instead of like irradiating like 15 feet, it's now, if I can take 3 turns, if you will, I can jack it up to 30 feet. So
as he's walking by with this thing, giving off a nice little thrum. This room is on a raised platform, and it's one step up from the foyer. There is a cushioned sitting couch on the southwest of the corner of this room, and it has an old worn children's doll laying on it.
Okay, and how much time has passed since we walked in? And
Just a few minutes.
okay, so do I focus my detect magic on objects inside the room besides the door? That
Okay,
obviously-
yeah, that has a radius, right? Is that how that works? A radius?
Self. Whatever I see.
South.
I can
What
sense
is
the
the-
presence of magic. Oh, 30 feet.
Okay, I was gonna say there's definitely a limit on the range. So you're kind of overwhelmed as you get a rush. So imagine being blinded by a flashlight.
Okay.
That's basically how it feels with all the magic there's so much energy radiating through this building.
Alright, so
everywhere you look, you're almost blinded.
So I focus it on the gargoyle statues.
You don't see anything out of the norm other than that they seem to have some sort of residual magic.
More magic than...
It's more of a residual magic, like just a result of it being here for a long time.
Okay, so those are okay. The dolls.
You notice that the eyes of the doll are strangely similar to those that you've seen peering through the window, not moments before.
I cast Booming Blade and I attack the doll.
But to say, I stabbed this thing.
Give me an attack roll.
Like, I'll be damned if this thing attacks me. Okay, so 18.
As you lunge forward, your attack rips a large chunk of fluff from this innocent doll as your blade pierces into the couch it lays upon.
What are you guys doing?
I plucked the eyes out to make sure that nothing weird happens to the rest of the
Okay, we'll have you do that after he does an attack. You used your lightsaber, right?
The sun blade, yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay, 27.
Yep, damage.
But what type of magic is on that doll, by the way?
14.
With the detect magic.
After his vicious assault, you take what's little left and you attempt to behead the doll. As you swing your blade, you cut straight through the couch with a lot of mirror drift. Picks up the head and rips the eyes out.
I throw the eyes outside.
It's the same. The energy you get is all dark necrotic
So it's all
magic,
all necromancy.
as far as you can tell. Yes.
But the dolls, were they more focused on that?
Right now, it's really hard to tell. I think there's very particular limits on that ability, and it specifically says sources of magic and type of magic, and that's it, right?
We can tell what the sources are, at least.
Right. So as of right now, you're basically getting the magic you're detecting is residual. It's not necessarily that it's coming from these objects, but these objects have been surrounded by it for so long inside this building.
Okay.
You definitely feel a strong pull of energy up, but there seems to be almost a vacancy below you.
And now my next question is, how much do I know about necromancy and what type of magic they can use? Can I do an arcana check
yes.
on that?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I have...
It's really hard to see, I know, it's small. 6.
15.
Okay. You know that necromancy is designed to raise the dead. You know that it's designed to corrupt and... I would say you know it pretty extensively.
Okay, so with that knowledge, I take the gargoyle statues and I try to smash them on the ground.
Okay.
Just so
You
so
wouldn't-
no one can animate them.
Well,
That's what I'm worried
necromancy is
about.
mostly living corpses, living objects.
Okay.
Organic.
Yeah,
Just-
organic.
just in
in case you go and you see you see Mirdriff run and knock over the gargoyles, and they splatter as they break across the.
And
ground.
I look at, like, if they're looking at me weird, I'm like, just in case. And I take the other one and I do the same thing.
Loud, and they shatter on the ground. You did notice with your magic that there seems to be some sort of barrier below you, and while you can detect a lot of the power coming above you, there does seem to be some sort of disruption as well.
So above and below.
Yeah, below you don't feel nothing.
Okay.
You would know that it's likely because you would know the limitations of your own magic, so it's likely because of the it's a basement, so the stone might be too thick.
Okay.
What about you guys?
How about we only see stairs leading up to go anywhere else, correct?
All right, so I was working on that, and you guys just viciously attacked a doll. So, in the northeast corner of this room, you see a stairwell that spirals up, and a stairwell that spirals down. But there is a portcullis of sorts, some sort of barrier blocking from going up.
First and foremost, I look for the kitchen to try to find food. My character's really hungry.
Okay, so you're gonna start wandering through the house, right? Okay. Is there anything you guys want to do?
Do I see a kitchen?
Well, right now,
First floor.
in front of you, when you first walked in, there was one room with the gargoyles, and then another room that you kind of was really a little bit smaller, maybe 20 feet wide by like 10 feet long. And there's stairs that go up there with the little pedestal, and then there's another room connecting to that. You can see tables and what looks like tables in there. You would assume that might be some sort of dining room, maybe. It's kind of hard to tell in this light.
Okay.
The directions you can move are north,
Yes.
east, and Dennis.
I pick up the torch and I start moving towards the table.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
What do you think? Should we head downstairs?
No. I'd rather see what's on this floor first.
The two of us are looking on the floor that we are currently on.
Okay, so you're going to move to the next room.
Yeah.
Are you going to follow them? Because that's where the tables and stuff are, the small tables. So as you guys walk into this room,
I throw the torch in before I walk in.
you chuck in, ting, 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 and the torch kind of skitters. Let's see if it catches anything on fire. A D20. No, it doesn't. As you walk into this room, you've got several little tiny tables with two chairs each. You see little tea sets sitting on them. They're all cracked and broken, caked in dust. There's a big chandelier up above that seems to be old and burnt out, as far as you can tell.
And how big's the table in this dining room?
They're tiny. I mean, they're like little tiny like end tables. Something
Okay.
you would maybe have tea at, considering there's tea cups and the little tea kettles and stuff around there.
I would like to make a perception check
dusty
of
does it
those crystal blue eyes.
1 second. Like it's been sitting for 100 years.
God damn it. So there's no food, probably.
Only what we brought.
Pretty much.
It's like, well, that's disappointing. Well, at least we have a roof over our heads.
What were you doing?
Perception check for the crystal blue eyes.
You're looking around for those?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a 12. Yeah.
You don't spot anything out of the ordinary other than this place is creepy as hell. It's very spooky. You guys get the temperature kind of drops a little bit occasionally. You hear a little bit of the critters that are kind of outside. But that's about it. As you...
I hear that. Do we hear that howl?
Yeah, it's coming from outside.
Okay, I go back to the original room and I shut the door.
Okay. He runs. He runs back. Make sure you don't get some critters in. There is one room, or there's one door to your south. After you walk in, it's to your left. That seems to be the only way out. It doesn't have a door, though. It's just a big archway. Looks like it leads into... You can kind of see it, kind of with your torch, you can see a little bit of a giant, bigger table. You suspect it might be like the dining room.
Okay, well, I investigate it. What was that?
As you guys walk into the room, the chandelier drops just where you were standing moments ago and shatters on the floor.
What just happened?
Well,
I would say
obviously
a
the chandelier fell.
Guys are so smart asses. As you guys step up into the dining room after the chandelier is kind of wrecked.
I keep talking, and I'm like obviously that's why I don't own a chandelier inside my house, because things can fall and break and make very annoying sounds. And
Do you even have a
they
house?
look okay. Of course I have a house. I'm part of the noble family of... Yeah, I just start
Rambling on.
rambling. Of course, we own this many estates inside the elvish, blah, 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 blah.
Never heard of ya.
Well, obviously, a plebeian like you wouldn't have heard of us.
So as you guys have stepped into this room...
We don't even allow your kind inside of our city.
Good.
As you guys have stepped into the what appears to be the dining room from the tea room, the air grows cold. Suddenly, the room comes to life. Ghostly apparitions appear seated at the once empty table. A large dinner party is being held, it seems. Laughter, jokes, they all seem to be entertained. A roasted hog materializes, along with its plates of all varieties of food. Jugs of foaming ale are
Taunting
being
us.
shared between ghostly companions. A large spectral human man stands at the edge of the head of the table, saying nothing, a serious scowl. And frowned. A serious scowl and a frown is cemented over his face as he overlooks his guests, who seem to be enjoying themselves.
I look unimpressed. I look around and be like, are you going to play with us, or are you going to come out and attack us? Come on now.
They don't seem to be paying any mind to you. They're continuing their delicious meal.
Would a nature check be relevant?
To ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no.
Alright. Just checking.
I just start investigating the room. I'm not bothered by
The
Alright,
these
I'm gonna
cheap
roll a-
tricks. I was
gonna
like, oh
do,
look, I say, oh look, I can do the same thing. I cast minor illusion. I make a howling laughter sound. It's like, ooh, very scary.
as you create this laughing illusion, the room abruptly becomes quiet. All talking and laughter has ceased.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you?
Every ghost
Did I
in
break
the,
your concentration to your spell? You seem like a novice inside here. Come out and fight a real master of arcane.
every ghost in the room is now facing you. When the man at the head of the table rushes towards you, floating right through all the hardwood and the dining. You should not be here! Leave this place! He screams as he rushes closer. Then, just as quick as the party had started, the room is empty, dark and cold again. The ghosts are nowhere to be seen, and there is no sign of the man who had rushed you.
I just kind of mutter out under my breath, unamused, just saying, jackass.
What kind of ghost do you think that was?
It wasn't a ghost. It was someone creating an abjuration out of magic. It's not anything out of the ordinary.
So what do you guys want to do while
I
you're
walk up.
here?
Is all the weird food still?
No, it's all disappeared. All that's left is a nasty table that looks like it's rotting. It's been sitting here forever. It's caked in dust and mildew.
I don't think we should be here.
I'm sure to wonder if we can even leave of our own accord.
And say, well, obviously there's only a novice inside here. We should be inside here and take care of them. People like that shouldn't exist inside this world who practice necromancy.
As you guys look around, you do notice another exit to the south as well. Opposite the north doorway that you passed through.
I go into like a rant.
You go into a rant?
Yeah, I go into a rant. Like, obviously, this is why we should never teach magic to uneducated folk like this, because they end up being hermits inside a house like this, and they just start trying to scare people, or they try to,
So as
create undead. And
as he goes into this rant about elementary level magic or elementary level students getting access to necromantic magic, the room bursts into flame all around you,
do I feel the heat?
and the heat seems to be assaulting you. Everyone give me a wisdom saving throw.
Proficient.
Wisdom.
21.
11.
24. Natural 19.
Sitting here.
You take 1 point of damage.
It's like, you son of a bitch!
And the flames kind of flare up, and they're kind of burning on you now. You can feel the burn. You guys are able to kind of pull away and resist the burn for a moment. There's
Such elegant language from a self-proclaimed noble.
Agree.
what do you guys want to do?
I ignore him. I say, is that it? Is all you can do is just set your own house on fire? Come on, show yourself.
Almost as if to react to your taunt, the flames burn hotter and harder. Everyone give me another wisdom save.
Wisdom.
The room is being completely engulfed in flames.
17.
Okay, 15.
9.
Garmore, you step a little too close to the table as it's burst into flames, and a part of the flames lash out and kind of scorch your arm a little bit. You take 2 points of damage.
I meander towards the south.
Okay. Are you guys gonna follow him, or are you gonna linger here a little longer?
Cautiously.
I'm gonna...
Cautiously.
Exit's right there.
You gonna
Wow.
go to the north or the south? Return the way you came, north, or head to the new exit south?
Well, this entire place is engulfed in flames. Obviously, we want to get out. So
As far as you can tell, as you look into the other rooms, you don't see no flames. It's just this room.
I walk out of the room and see what happens.
To the north or to the south?
Wherever we came from.
Okay, you're going to the north. You're going to the south.
Ah, crap.
Okay, what about you?
I go with Jacques to the
Because
south.
I'm assuming we're like right at the entrance of where we came from.
So
Door's right there.
you've gone in several rooms, but
So
the
it's like
building's
a-
not that huge.
Okay, so, my natural reaction is to go where I came from.
Okay, so you start running towards the northern back into the tea room. You guys move south, and as soon as you guys get to your respective doors, you turn back and the flames are gone.
So I was like, okay, that's weird. I walk towards the table again and see what happens if the flames come
I
back.
turn to Jacques, saying, I wonder if that room was
This
of
trap.
significance to whoever owned this place.
The flames do not come back, at least for the moment. You guys,
But he's toying with us. Well, let's find him and end it. It's like, he burned me. That hurt.
and as you enter through these large double doors, a large room opens before you. A large chandelier hangs high in the ceiling.
Sorry.
And an old dance floor stretches before you. A large glass folding door opens onto an alfresco area on the east wall. Materializing from a thin air, You see a man who had rushed at you earlier, ending the ghostly dinner party in the dining room. He seems younger somehow, as if this is a vision into an earlier time of his life. A beautiful woman enters from nothingness,
It's always a woman.
dressed in a flowing black gown, her eyes dark and dangerous. He holds her and looks into her eyes, and she looks back into his. "We will disappear, just the two of us, my love," the man says dreamily. "Oh, General Monothoris. But what of your wife?" "And we have work to do," she reminds him. "Never mind her, she will cope. And your army of undead? Let us not talk of this tonight."
Does
He replies as their apparitions fade, and the room is once again empty.
so that man wasn't the necromancer?
So, additionally,
Quick question. Who, just so it's clear, who said... Was it the man who apparently had the army of the undead or the woman?
the woman.
Okay.
It's like, oh, okay, so we're dealing with a dead necromancer. Okay.
There's a small pair of windows that leads outside to out from this room, like open, like I don't want to say windows, probably the equivalent of like a screen door now, right? Where it just opens out. It's glass and it opens out. The alfresco area is right outside the window. It's a fenced off private swimming pool area that you can see with ruined deck chairs and at the southern end of the pool. You can't really get a good view out there. The moonlight does give you a little bit of a view, but you can see right outside. If you guys want to give me a perception check.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Perception. 15.
24.
Okay, 22.
As you guys peer out the window, the glass doorways, the water remaining in the pool is pretty still and covered in green algae. You can't really see anything below the surface. Every now and then you kind of see a ripple. But across the way, on the opposite end of the pool, you spot something bejeweled laying on the deck beside the pool. Something that really catches your attention.
It's like baked. I take a stone and I throw it inside the pool. If there's like anything lying around, any random object.
Okay.
See what happens.
What the hell would be in a dancing hall? Literally nothing. Because literally a dancing hall is just a floor.
With empty space.
Yeah.
With the occasional table.
You don't see
outside.
anything in this room that you can grab onto. You might be able to go find some loose wood or something to break off in the kitchen. Maybe some silver. You can see some dining equipment.
Maybe a
I'd say
vase.
Be right back. I go out and grab
grab a plate.
a plate and I throw it in.
You throw it. So you chuck a plate like a so you open these big windows and you chuck this thing like a frisbee. And then almost as if to answer your call, this round monstrosity with one massive eyeball with its flesh torn and drawn spews out of the water, and a bolt of energy comes leaping at you. Everyone roll initiative.
Like, oh, there we go.
No. It better not be what I think it is.
Oh, I'm going first.
Oh, I'm going last.
I need you to give me a constitution check.
Sure.
Constitution saving throw, actually.
Con, so that's plus 1. 21.
Are you
I rolled a 20. I rolled a 20.
So, as this monstrosity of a floating eyeball has all these little tendrils with eyeballs at the end of them comes busting out of this thing, this purple light comes blasting towards you, and you quickly kind of cover your eyes, and you can start to feel your body start to slowly freeze, and you just kind of shake it off. Shake it off.
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
I know what it is.
And you start to almost feel your body get stiff, and you kind of just, your body overcomes it, and you straighten back up. Jacques, what are you going to do?
Are we dealing with an undead beholder?
That is a good question.
Just a
Because the way
beholder.
you described it, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Sounds like a beholder to me.
As you look into this giant floating eyeball with many little what are those things called? Stalks?
Yep.
The little stalks with eyes, but there's holes in its body.
Yeah.
Its flesh is rotted away.
Oh, okay.
Its eyes got big chunks taken out of it.
Time to do something stupid.
I say, I hope you guys know how to fight.
I'm pretty sure you guys have already done something stupid. You just attacked it while I was taking a nap.
Well, it's either he's gonna
It's not a dog, it doesn't
sneak
have to
up
play
on
catch.
us, or we just deal with it head on.
What are you gonna do? Head on. I got like that.
I'm having to go. Sorry, I walk away.
I
You gonna run away?
No.
Oh.
I say, I hope you guys know how to fight.
Oh, crap. It's undead, isn't it?
Yeah,
Dead.
maybe.
Ooh.
With my knowledge of necromancy, I can discern that he's undead, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome to share that with everyone.
I say this isn't a normal... Do I know it's a beholder?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay, so...
Or,
Wouldn't it be a nature check?
no, zombies aren't nature, dude.
15.
Plants are nature. Animals are nature. Undead things, not natural.
15. It's a magical
Complete,
creature, I
complete
think.
opposite of natural.
Just the beholderness.
Yes, so as a wizard, you would know this is in fact a beholder. You know that these are powerful spellcasters. Each individual eye contains a different power, but you're unable to recall exactly what those powers are.
Okay. I say, well, it's a beholder and it's undead. This is not going to be easy. I hope you guys know how to fight.
Should we stand our ground or retreat?
Do I discern how powerful this beholder is?
That
Whether we should run
that
or-
right is reserved for the 7th level fighter ability. So I'm gonna say no. You know it's a beholder. You know it's a powerful spellcaster. You're not sure if you can hold your own yet. You've only read about it in books. Things you've read about it in books, though, say how terrifying they are, how powerful they can be.
It's undead though, so it might not be as powerful as we think.
Might.
So, what are you gonna do? You're gonna
I reserve my retreat until it does something else.
Well, it's his turn, so he just needs to figure out what the hell he's gonna do.
Well,
You're about 15 feet away from it right now.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to it, attack it.
Okay.
Ah! 23 to hit.
Yes. Oh, I actually gotta track this thing. Oh, and
And this is important. Is it undead?
yes.
he's told you that
Okay.
like 3 times.
So I rolled an extra d8 then
Okay.
for damage. Alright.
Oh.
Okay, it will be a 23 to hit.
Okay.
The radiant damage, all the damage is radiant, and all together is going to be, let me see, 6, 14, 17, 21. 21 damage. And then I move back 45 feet away from it.
How much damage?
24 radiant.
Okay, you're attacking in melee.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna get an op attack if you leave.
No, it's not. I'm a swashbuckler.
Oh, fucking swashbucklers. Alright, so how much damage did you say?
Get fun things. 24 damage.
It has a fancy footwork, which means it doesn't provoke op attacks, so we can run in and stab and run away. There's actually a feat that does that. That's one of my favorite feats because of that. Alright, so
Actually, more accurately, move in 15 feet, hit it, then move away 30 feet. So I'm not going to do the full dash action away.
okay. As you dash towards this thing, you quickly swing your blade. Your foe cannot stand before the might of your blades as the humming slashes and cuts and buries itself into this massive creature's eye, clearly removing several of its already broken teeth. Then you quickly dash away before it gets an attack down. You can see it kind of bellowing a little bit of pain. Next on the initiative is Bad Guy. He's not happy you just attacked him. He's more pissed at you than he was at the guy that hit him with the dinner plate. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that does not sound good.
None of the situation sounds good for the players.
Alright, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw. You see all of it, as you're dashing away, you stop and you skid around with your blade toward, all of it stalks, look at you, and it glows and it gets this menacing look. One of its tendrils shoot out this purple beam, or this dark black beam at you.
Well, that die roll was crap. 6.
Wow.
Black beam, eh?
Yes, as this beam hits you, you don't feel any pain, but you get a sudden fear of dread, in pain, in fear. You are frightened for 1 minute. At the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw to overcome this.
Okay.
And you guys see this thing. He instantly went from a look of ready to tower over this thing to a look of fear and devastation.
Devastation.
Garmor, what are you gonna do?
Second level spell, Flaming Sphere.
Okay, that's cool.
Good choice.
You're gonna attack a big giant floating sphere with another big giant floating sphere. I love it.
A fire.
A fire. It's a burning sphere.
Any creature... Oh, sorry. Dexterity saving throw.
He fails.
Full of 2d6 fire damage.
And that stays there, right?
Yeah, concentration up to 1 minute. It is a 5-foot diameter sphere.
I got it.
Okay. Frightened. I have
11.
Nice.
I have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the sphere is within line of sight, and I can't willingly move closer to it.
Okay, but it doesn't force you to move, right?
No.
Okay. But that's unfortunate for a melee person, not being able to move in close, so that's inconvenient. You reach deep into the well of energy that you have, and calling on the power of nature, you begin channeling your hand full of energy. You loosen the energy, and this big explosion, and this ball of fire forms right where the beholder is standing. It begins burning. You can tell its stalks start flailing as it's starting to melt. You start to see what flesh it does have left kind of just dripping off. Anything else?
I step, like, let's see, about 15 feet backward.
Okay. You put about 30 feet in, between you and the enemy.
Yeah.
What is Mirror Drift?
And say,
What is Mirror Drift gonna do?
Let me be the first to counter this foe head on.
Technically,
Yeah.
Technically, that was me.
I
What?
That was him.
Who did what?
He moved back, and obviously
He
he's too
moved
afraid.
back.
Yeah, you said, let me be the first to counter this foe head on. That was totally me.
Well, let him take credit for it. That's fine.
Well, yeah.
Maybe he's a delusional mage. It's fine.
Yeah, sure. I saw him go back, and
I'm so beneath him, he doesn't notice my efforts.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. As I say this, I take my blade and I kind of wave like this,
In like a circly figure eight motion.
Kind of like a ritual motion. In a bright flash, 3 images of myself appear.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
I advance towards the beast surrounding him with as much as I can.
Okay, so now there's like there's four of you basically.
Yep.
It creates 3 duplicates, right? As you cast mirror image.
Yep.
I love that you explain it. That saves me so much work. So it goes, and it kind of recoils. It's burning, and now it's got 3 of these armed wizards ending towards them.
I advance towards
Right.
him.
And you're easily able to close the gap. You run up and you go ready to start your assault, and we're at the top of the initiative.
Oh.
No, not O.
Just wanted to let you know that any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make the same throw again.
Well, obviously, I'm not walking towards the sphere.
Okay, so you're going to stop before that. All right.
Yeah.
So as you
Going around it.
begin marching towards him, you end up going
gonna
around
do
the
a beeline,
outside and
yeah.
beeline around to the side of him. As it's now, remember, he's hovering over a pool, so it's pretty hard to get to him from the sides. But you think you can probably do it? It'd be kind of close. You wouldn't be able to get as good of a shot, but you could probably still make it happen, Captain.
Alright, I basically go back inside the ballroom and go off to the side so I can't see the beholder anymore.
Okay, so you begin. You're breathing heavily.
Pretty much.
You're sweating. You got a cold sweat going on. You are terrified. And as soon as you go around the corner, you start to catch your breath, and the terror deep within you starts to go away.
Okay.
wisdom save.
Oh.
12.
So as you're trying to catch your breath and you lose sight of it, you're and you hear this thing in this whatever language, if it's a language, this noise, that fear spikes into you and sends a shiver back up your spine.
Still afraid, gut.
Yeah.
This thing's melting. Now is it when he ends his turn, right?
Yeah.
So as this orb of energy of fireball is kind of engulfing him, it begins to hover forward, and at this point it's moving out of your combat range, so you can get an op attack if you want.
Sure. Okay. Well, I attack.
Unless you took the work
So I'm using dexterity.
That's what I was talking about.
Dexterity plus perception.
Yep. No, not plus perception, plus
Or proficiency.
proficiency.
Whoops. I throw my dice. So. That's probably not gonna land. 11.
All right. So you do a spinning thrust that winds past your opponent's defenses. Sadly, you catch a patch of skin You catch a patch of his body that's missing flesh and even bone, as your blade pierces him, but doesn't connect with anything. Mm-hmm. That's the fun thing about zombies. You can still stab them and not hurt them. Because just like, whoop, I stabbed a skeleton right through his ribcage. Well, that's all right.
Pretty much.
All right, so as he begins moving, he begins inching closer to you, and he moves within probably 5 feet of you.
Mm-hmm. Within 5 feet of the sphere is what the saving throw is for.
Yeah, but he moved out of it. He doesn't. As long as he doesn't end his turn there, he doesn't take damage, right? So he moves. He moves out of the flaming fire, and his eye stalks begin dancing, and you start to see a reddish light beam out of one of them, and a big blast of red energy, boom, right towards you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Natural 16, and that's plus 0. I failed it, didn't I?
As you see its single eye stalk begin to glow with the red, and it releases this energy. You kind of stumble out of the way, and as it passes through you, it hits the wall. And as it hits the wall, you see this big giant crater just disintegrate. You can now see outside this wall in the whole section. Ian, right where you're at, just to the left of you, you see the entire part of the wall just gone and disappear. Disintegrated.
Ooh.
Garmore, what are you going to do? You just saw this thing's blast almost hit you and take out an entire
As
section
a
of
bonus
building.
action, I can move my flaming sphere up to 30 feet.
Yep, so you can move it right back on top of him.
Yep.
Hey, go ahead and roll damage. I would agree with that.
7.
Okay.
7 points of damage. Fire damage.
This big orb kind of just it like lurches towards this thing, and you hear it burn, and once again its flesh begins dripping off, and it's kind of flailing. So you see one of its stalks burn off and fall to the ground.
Oh, that's one down. I say, Jacques, get over here!
No.
He's like, I don't fucking think so, boy. Miradriff. Miradriff. You're up.
Still better than full frontal.
We were having a conversation about him in the car.
Okay, I advance towards
Okay.
him.
You're sneaking up behind him at this point. It's solely focused on this guy. You see it shoot this big red laser and blow out half the section of the wall.
Okay, I use booming blade, and
Okay.
I attack.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So your blade begins to thrum with energy, almost like a small thunderstorm wrapped around your blade. You begin trying to assault your enemy, trying to pierce, but unfortunately you're unable to get a good shot as it's
moving.
as its stalks are kind of batting away your blade, and you can't land a clean strike. Jacques.
Jacques. Sparrow? No.
I thought it was Jacques Roberts.
It is.
Let's see what my options are.
Do you have anything to overcome that? You should have been looking at those options earlier.
No, that's not what I was looking at. The
Facebook.
I could do that. How far away from it is it from the edge of the ballroom?
Like 10 feet.
Perfect. I can't move closer, but so I'm going to move parallel from where I'm at, from around the wall.
Try to get a view of him.
Right.
Well, it's a lot easier now that he blew a big chunk of the wall out.
I know, right?
Right.
And as I'm moving, I pull a dagger, and you're adjacent to it, right?
You're in the room
like,
with the
behind
table,
him.
right?
Yeah.
With the table in the dining room.
Yeah.
I thought he was in the ballroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're no, he's not in the ballroom. I thought you ran around the doorway.
I ran back into whatever room we came from.
Yes, the dining room.
Okay.
That's very important in a second, and I'll tell you why.
But anyway, but you are next to it though, right?
Yeah, behind it.
He's behind it.
I didn't ask if you're behind it.
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
He's trying to get sneak
next to
attack.
it.
Yes, he's right next to it.
And I chuck a dagger at it.
Okay.
Fell again.
You're not really good at keeping your dice on the table.
Well, that dagger whiffed right by it.
All right, so
And then go back around the wall.
all right, so as you're sitting there with your thrumming blade there, Mirror Drift, a dagger is launched and comes right through the wide open flesh of the zombie and clinks right into the door behind, or the wall behind you.
You dropped a D4.
Okay.
Also, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
I say he's a slippery bastard, isn't he?
15.
The room you're sitting in bursts into flames again,
All right.
Oh,
and
God.
you kind of step away from a second and kind of avoid the flames.
15.
You avoid the flames.
All right. And now for the fear.
I say, here's an idea. How about we just retreat into the room? Let him follow us until the room starts. Let's fight him inside the room until it starts burning again, and let the heat
and
take
12
care
for
of
the fear
him.
save. Which I believe failed last time.
Yep.
Did they hear me say that?
They should. They're well within range.
Okay.
All you can hear is
It seems to be vulnerable against fire. Let's lure him inside the dining room. Does it look like he can go through, like fit through the door?
Now he can. Now that there's a section of it missing, that whole corner is gone.
I just say idea. Let's lure him inside the fire room.
So in 5th edition, you can use your action to take what's called the disengage, which you can move without provoking op attacks.
Okay, I might do that.
Okay. So this thing, you just chucked a dagger at it. He's got a flaming sphere on the damn thing.
There you go.
So it's burning at this point. So it begins to kind of... Its stalks are flailing about. It sees you clearly, Garmor. It towers over top of you. And of course, again, it has to go for the big one. You begin to see its eye stalk glow big, giant red.
Oh, no.
Big beam of res. And it launches this beam of red energy at you. Give me a dexterity saving throw. And don't fail, because it's going to suck. See what it did to the wall? What'd you get? 5? Yeah, that's a fail. This loud shoots over you.
You didn't
and you
roll below it 5.
You see you saw the number, right? I didn't make that
Yeah,
up. That was
yeah.
right up in there.
Yeah, unlucky.
And this beam engulfs Garmor.
What kind of beam?
There's
A big red one.
Is there no more Garmor left?
So how much HP do you have?
Before that hit, 29?
How much do you have? That's your that's what you had was 29.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh,
As this-
so he is dead.
So this big beam of red light comes at you with a massive and blows out the entire wall. As you guys look on, there's nothing but the only thing left of Garmor
Oh my
is pure
God.
ash.
He just got incinerated.
Disintegrated.
Disintegrated, technically.
Holy crap.
There's nothing left.
That's awful.
Wow.
Figuratively speaking.
Wait, what happened to the orb from last week?
The what?
It's gone. Whatever you had on you is probably gone.
There's nothing left, dude. You can't do nothing.
I was just checking because it was a celestial item.
It was.
Not
But
anymore.
It's not gonna save you.
It was.
Well,
So you guys see nothing left.
Oh my God.
Except just ash in the shadow where he was standing, left on what's left of the wall behind him, which is barely nothing.
I reiterate what I said before. I've seen the anime movie Blame.
I'm like, guess the tales are true. This thing needs to die.
All right. So what's the plan? Are you guys gonna engage it, or are you gonna run out of here?
oh yeah. Little bit of
I'm gonna
note.
lure him.
Flame sphere disappears upon my death.
Oh yeah, I kind of. So as there's nothing left, you see the little sparkle of life, which only witness left of what was once Garmor's power, just fizzles.
I disengage inside the room and try to.
You immediately
I'm still,
bolt out of
I'm
you.
still trying to lure him inside the room. Maybe the flames will engulf him.
Jacques, you see, Myrddrift
I say,
come dashing
well,
out the room.
as I say that, I look to you. I'm like, let's lure this mother inside the room, and let's hope that it'll catch flames. This thing is beyond us.
Okay.
All right, so you guys dash away, and then as the thing comes to the center door that leads into the dining room, and it turns around and goes back towards the pool.
Well, it's doing that. I turn back and I attack.
You gonna attack it? Go ahead.
I was like, "Come back, you son of a bitch! Attack me!"
Do I get to roll then, since for fear?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
Sorry.
21.
After what you saw, nothing's gonna keep you stopped in place against this thing. You know it needs to die, or you need to get out of here. One of the two. All right, so it's technically your turn. Though.
I say, that's not part of the plan, you son of a bitch! Attack me!
Are you gonna try to attack him with booming blade?
Yeah, you activate booming blade and attack him. Okay, so man, I need to learn how to add.
Poor Garmor.
20.
I can see the look of despair in his eyes. I really can. How much? 21? Yes.
Yeah, so let's see here. Let's see what damage I get here.
They have time to feel despair, man.
I'm using a longsword. I guess I have a longsword.
No,
and
that's
short
just
sword.
equipment you're proficient in. You have a rapier.
Okay,
It's right here.
I don't know what damage the rapier is.
Does it say 1d8 right there?
No. Oh wait, yeah, right here. 1d8 plus 3. Okay.
Plus, doesn't booming blade do another 1d8?
If it moves, yeah.
If it moves.
Okay.
So 9 points of damage. I take my rapier, and all my images are copying what I do. They come to a point towards it. Go. I dance. I go like towards one of its like big eye stalk that's in the middle.
Okay, the big giant eyeball that's in the middle. As you pierce it, it definitely is pissed off and hurt. You definitely hurt it.
It's like, yeah, that hurts. Attack me, you son of a bitch.
It kind of it kind of turns towards you.
Taunt it.
All its eyes are now on you again.
Yeah, come on.
Ah, crap, now I have that stupid Britney Spears song going through my head.
Which one? Hit me, baby, one more time.
No, the one that she did with the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
And can I use Blade Song as a bonus action?
Yes.
I use that just in case.
Okay.
What do you think I said? Oh, crap.
So you start entering. You see Myrddrift kind of enter into a dance and singing song and he begins to
And
move
like
more fluent.
all my images are mirroring.
It's almost like a little horror show. Like it's little horror show, not horror. Disintegration Ray is the name of the attack.
So it wouldn't have mattered if it exceeded my HP or not.
That's why I went back and said, shit, never mind. Because it's a unique feature of that ability. If it hits you to 0, that you're gone.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's harsh.
Yep. And how far away from it is it from me?
It started moving away, so we're gonna say about 20 feet.
Close enough.
You gonna try throwing a dagger again? Because that didn't work so well.
Well, you're next to it, so.
Yeah,
Yep. So you get your sneak attack.
Advantage with sneak
there's a
attack?
lot of me that's next to it.
All right, I move.
There is a lot of you because you're images, multi images.
Okay, I do move next to it and try to shank it with my sunblade.
Okay.
You're gonna need one of these.
You know what really made this? I didn't realize how hard it was gonna make it that he got feared. Because he has a magic weapon and sneak attack, and he got feared.
That sucks.
Okay, 13 to hit.
Guess it doesn't matter if he can't hit his target.
Does he have disadvantage or anything?
No.
Oh, okay.
13 misses.
Yes.
Okay. That'll be it.
You're not gonna run away, or
Although you do want us to get away from this thing, right?
Yeah, we need to retreat.
Okay.
you're
And
gonna
then,
dash into the other room?
so I'll move 10 feet away, then dash 30 more feet
Okay.
into the ballroom.
Okay. So you, Mr. Dead Guy, give me a d20 roll.
D20?
You are in a room completely full of necrotic power. The whole house is full of necrotic energy. Necromantic energy. What do you think happens when somebody dies?
Oh no.
You've already seen them, right? What'd you get? 1.
Oh boy.
So while you guys are engaging this beast, you look over at what used to be ashes and you start to see a spectral form appear. And for an instant it appears, and you think you see Garmor appear, and then flicker out of existence. When you die, you gotta go somewhere, right?
Right.
Most people would go to the next plane, but guess who doesn't? The people that are here. Alright, anyways, bad guy's up. Oh, you made your save, right? Against
Yeah.
the fear, so...
It's like,
no
yeah,
more
you're
of
looking
that.
at me now.
Yes, it is, and it actually... It's pissed that you attacked it. It turns to you.
Fascinating.
Give me a Constitution saving throw. As this bright purple beam launches towards your
Oh,
images, the stalk begins to glow, and this purple beam shoots out towards you, and it flickers and hits one of your clones, and the clone disappears with a shockwave of energy that hits back behind it. Mirror drift.
Okay, so
Disengage.
this is gonna look pretty cool, but it's probably take a lot of spells.
Well, you can only cast one
So-
spell on your turn, so...
No, it's a level 2 spell. And when can I refresh these? Short rest?
Okay, you can recover up to half your level once in a short rest, and then
Okay.
the rest come back in long rests.
So this is probably not going to be the only thing that we fight, so I should be conservative and not do cool things.
Of course, being dead doesn't mean you can't do cool things either.
It's true. Yeah, I'm working on it. He rolled poopy, that's not my fault.
Yep.
How bad does it look? Does it look like it's on its last leg? Or does it...
It's an undead.
It's really hard to tell because it's already
Right,
so
right,
effed up. You
yeah.
can't really tell. But you did notice that when you guys left the room, it started to go back to its pool.
yeah.
You chased it back.
Yeah,
So you
it's
get
probably
the
not going to do anything.
yeah. You feel that it might not pursue you. More or less, it's a dog on a chain, and you invaded its doghouse.
Well, we have to avenge our fallen comrades, so...
Oh God,
I'm
this is
going
gonna
to
end so
attack
bad.
it.
Okay.
Alright, let's throw this one away, too. I, with Booming Blade, of course.
Yep.
I roll... Is this crit 19, or is it always
No,
20?
it's always 20.
Okay, so
Unless
obviously
you're
I
a
hit
champion fighter.
with Booming Blade. It didn't move, did it?
Nope.
Okay. Shit, I should have moved backwards a little bit to force it to move. Whatever.
I really think he wants to die.
So,
Of course, he's got a lot less risk of dying than anybody else.
9.
You do a quick couple spins, and all your after images
I
are kind of
reciprocate.
thrusting.
Like, I give out, like, a roaring laugh as he hits... Obviously hits the wrong target. I'm like, oh, a little confused, are we? So I do the little dance thing. And I
Make a little love. Get down tonight.
thrust all of them, thrust all at once.
That's
Like,
not, that's
it's like just remember
awesome.
where this came from this time. Maybe you'll hit me one of these times.
And as you penetrate it, and it, a booming energy surrounds this thing, a thrumming of sorts. Your signature. That's the effect of your booming blade.
Oh, okay.
I was foolish and didn't describe it the last time. My bad.
Oh, it moved and took
It
damage?
didn't move, but the field is
Oh,
there.
okay.
Which is a way to
It's still
discourage people from moving, but they can feel it. All right, back to the top of the initiative.
So,
Oh,
I
sorry.
still have a move action left, right?
Yes, if
Can
you
I-
move, he gets an op attack, though. But you have a bunch of clones, so...
Yeah. Its op attack probably won't hurt as much. And they do have AC. Plus it's extra damage. So I move towards... just to see what happens, I move into the room. The other.
All right, as you start to move away, you and your clones kind of turn around. It tries to bite at you.
Okay.
And it hit 4 on the dice, so I think that means you get to choose if it hits a clone or not, right?
Okay. I'm still kind of confused how this works.
I think
Read it. What does it
Roll
say?
if you roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate.
Okay, I did not roll higher than a
If
6.
you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change.
You roll.
Okay. So
No.
I rolled a 1. Okay, so it probably hits me.
Yes.
So I, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't hit your AC though.
You didn't hit
You
me
got
AC?
fucking 20 AC
Oh,
with
yeah,
your blade.
yeah.
There's no way.
So I dance out of the way, like woo.
I literally would need an 18 on the die to fucking hit you.
Okay.
With that. All right.
Move
So as it
towards
tries to snap, you kind of just wistfully dance out of the way, and you kind of give it the finger in your spin as you go. And then you move back towards the entrance where he's at. Jack, what are you gonna
30 feet into
the next room?
next room.
All right, so I'm 40 feet away.
Yep. What are you gonna do?
Okay.
Now, I want to remind you guys, there are other actions in the game, like readying an action and waiting for a trigger and stuff like that.
I know. All right. Dash 30, move 10 feet, hit him with my sunblade.
Okay.
For the
Oh, you moved up to him?
Yeah, he can move in and run away freely.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's a zombie and he's focused on me, so
14 to hit.
Well, this sucks.
And move 20 feet away from it.
You run in, you do some, but unfortunately, you don't get you can't get a good strike on it because the eye stalks are swatting you in the face as you're trying to attack, and it's distracting you.
Yep. Okay.
All right. You guys are outside the room now, right?
Yeah, I'm inside the burning room. Hopefully.
All right. Well. Oh yeah. Damn, I forgot. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. 14.
I forgot what the check was. Oh, you're good.
Yep.
All right. As you guys are both exit the room, the thing kind of turns around and starts going back towards the pool, and then all of a sudden you hear a. Give me a. Give me a 1d8 roll for thunder damage.
That's a 1d8. so I could just like fool this thing and.
What was our episode just about?
Yeah.
How dumb zombies are.
I know. I just keep doing this. So 5 points of. Oh, I should look up the spell and see if it does additional damage. Sorry.
1d8. Just 1d8.
Just
Just
1d8.
1d8.
It's
Okay,
not your
5.
attack roll. It's just
Okay,
the thunder
5,
damage.
5 damage.
So imagine this as if it was almost made of gelatin. After the thunderous, it kind of just shakes, and it almost looks like its eye stalks are dancing, and it just kind of keeps on moving, and then you see it dip into the pool and under the water.
Perhaps we should quit while we are ahead.
Says thing is obviously not a challenge to us. Let's kill it. As it disintegrates one of our friends.
Well, it's your
This
turn.
thing, I'd
so.
say this thing obviously doesn't need to exist in this world. It needs to be.
Well, it's your turn,
to
so do your
die.
thing.
So he already. Oh, that was his round of attack. He just moved and went underneath.
Back to the pool.
Sure.
Shit. So I can't reach it from in melee.
Right.
Do I see it?
You
Still?
can go get another plate and throw it. No, you saw it go under the murky green algae
It's
water.
completely submerged in
Yeah.
water.
It's in a pool, a giant pool.
Does the pool?
I wouldn't say giant
I'm pretty
pool. Just
sure,
a swimming pool.
I'm pretty sure I know where it's at. I'm just gonna
You
cast magic missile inside.
Magic missile requires you to see your target because you don't make an attack roll; it auto hits.
Okay,
But you can make regular attacks at disadvantage. Kind of guessing, you like people who shoot their guns into water, chasing the hero. The last action hero.
Ah, okay. So I was hoping not to have to cast a spell because I didn't want to keep track of pets. I'm gonna cast Find Familiar and summon a bat
Okay.
inside there just to keep inside the room.
Just to keep in the room. Okay,
Yeah, so
I see.
that
I see what
keeps-
you did there.
I see what I stay inside the room. I just see what happens.
All right, so you
Isn't Find Familiar taking like an hour?
only if you cast it as a ritual, but if he expends it as spends a spell slot, you can get it for a spell slot instantly.
Okay.
You reach out with your arcane energies, and a little gateway, like a rune gateway, appears, and you snap your fingers and say a quick word, and a bat flutters out of it into the room. You immediately have a mental. Nice. You immediately have a mental connection to this creature,
Okay.
and it has its own move.
I
So give me
order it to stay inside the room
Okay.
in my head. I don't know if how.
All
it
right.
works
So as
staying
soon as the
put.
thing appears,
It's like just stay put.
almost like a periscope from a submarine. One eye stalk pops up, and it begins glowing red and launches a beam out at your bat. Your bat needs to give me a dexterity saving throw. I have no idea what the stat is for the bat.
This is a reaction.
He held his action.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I was just
So
telling you
something
guys.
happens inside the room. Okay.
I can actually pull up the bat. Oh, here it is.
Okay.
What is the dexterity on
It is
that?
a
Just gonna get
dex is
iced.
a +2.
So you can make a dexterity saving throw with a +2.
15.
Are you fucking kidding? So once again, you see this big beam come out, boom, and there's nothing left of the building. It just shoots off into the sky outside. Fucking familiar.
It's just a spider like.
Pro tip. Familiars
the
can take the
bat
help
is-
action, which gives the next attack advantage.
Okay, cool.
Wait, what?
Help.
Familiars can take help action.
What does that mean?
Help is anybody can help another person.
That's what you mean. Okay.
Like if me and you are fighting something, and you say, "Oh, motherfucker, my friend's gonna stab you," and I get behind him and stab him. That's basically it's a
Okay.
distraction. Basically.
That's what I'm gonna do next turn.
Okay. But he has to be within 5 feet of him, so he'll have to get
Okay.
close enough.
I have a move action
Mm-hmm.
left. Can I order the bat to attack the same turn I summon
No,
it?
familiars cannot attack.
Aw, lame.
You
Pathfinder's
need
good.
special powers to do that.
really?
Like the
Okay.
chain pack lets you do that.
Okay, so I just get in with melee range again.
Okay. You dash in. You're at the edge of a pool.
Okay. Well, he has his eyes out, so
He's got a eye stock out. I will let you try to attack that.
okay.
You can't. Oh, you can't. Your turn. Okay.
I cast a spell, so
Okay. The eye stock goes back down.
all right.
Jacques. I didn't let you make a roll, did I?
No.
Give me a roll real quick. I'm sorry. I forgot you because you died.
D20?
Yes. You're probably going to be rolling for a while. It requires a high roll. You ain't going to get... Okay, go ahead.
Let's.
You guys see almost a form of Garmor and it disintegrates. You guys ever watch Dr. Manhattan form in...
Yeah.
What is the movie?
Watchman.
Watchmen. How he starts and then he just disappears. That's kind of what you're seeing.
Okay.
Except a very ghostly fella.
This is my first death, by the way.
Won't be your last. That's happened. That's part of the game.
Yeah. I'm just going to withhold my action inside this ballroom and just attack the beholder if it comes in here.
Yep, the room begins burning and all around you.
So
Ballroom,
I,
the dining
I
room.
say
Oh, ballroom. Okay. Oh, you moved into the ball. You're in the ballroom now.
Yeah.
Not the dining room.
I say obviously he's guarding the treasure, so either we
Okay.
can kill it or we don't.
Anyways, give me another roll, Mr. Garmor.
19.
Nice. So you guys start to see almost like energy gathering, and you start to see a spectral form of Garmor materializing. It'll take one more turn. You'll need one more success to materialize. You will be a ghost if you do. You will. There's a lot you won't be able to do, like access magic, but you'll still be able to attack and do a few other things that'll actually be kind of cool,
Oh no.
like die again. You're up.
All right, I'm gonna booming blade him again.
Well, he's okay. He's
Oh,
underwater
still
now.
Underwater.
Yeah, I mean you can try to attack
Well,
with
I'm gonna
disadvantage.
Withhold,
But he's
my
in a
action
pool.
until he appears.
Until he
Then
appears?
I'm going to
Okay.
I don't think he's going
attack.
to appear.
Do I have to name what I do before?
Usually you
ready.
say I'm going to do this when this happens.
I'm gonna cast booming blade and attack whenever he pops back up.
Okay. All right. I missed the bad guy's turn.
Thank you.
No, I'll just wait till it's the next initiative.
I did the same thing that I said I was going to do last
You're-
time.
You're just gonna wait
Yep. Withhold my action.
until you see him.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, he was actually supposed to get up and attack, but I forgot him because I was so focused on
I
fixing
moved the
him.
bat kind of more,
Along to flank him.
yeah, more of a flanking position than that.
Do the noise you're just doing. it kind of flutters around the side.
Really good.
I know it is. All right. You're holding your action. You said you're holding action. Bad guy comes.
Yep.
So all you see the water break as this thing bursts out of the water, and he held his action first, so we'll go with him first, and then
Okay.
we'll go to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. It's gonna get demolished.
Okay, so
That's the idea.
I get advantage, right?
Yes. Well, your bat hasn't gone yet, has he? Oh, you moved him
helping
into
him.
position. Yeah. He's still supposed to be in the initiative, but I'm
So-
not tracking that. It's fine.
That bat's going his turn.
Huh?
So 2
Yeah,
plus
not generally.
3.
Well, that's
14.
how you do it in AL. You know, it's not
14.
really. It needs its own. Okay. So what? Hit?
Yeah.
Now, do you know what advantage is?
I have to roll another one.
And take the highest. Yes,
Okay.
that's not going to hit.
Okay, so 13 plus 5. 5, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. 18.
Yes.
Okay, so booming blade, and the pulse goes around him again, and I do a little
Flutter
jig,
do.
little
dance.
jig, and I roll another 9.
You catch it right in the eye, and it and then you start to see it blinking heavily, and it kind of pulls back as you pull your thrumming blade out of him.
Okay, and I order the bat to attack too.
Bat can't attack.
Why? Oh, he
Help.
doesn't?
It can help.
It can help,
Oh,
which gives
okay,
you
so
a better
that's-
attack or
oh,
somebody
I see.
else. But it itself, you can describe it as attacking. Like I used to use Alabama, who would like shit in enemies' faces. Alabama, he was an owl. Alabama, he would flitter in people's faces, shit in their face. That was him helping and quote unquote attacking.
okay. All right.
But technically, they can't take the actual attack action.
Do I get it?
Oh, I
Huh?
Do I get
Can I
advantage
finish
to the bat?
Can I finish my turn?
No.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm moving 30 feet back into the room again.
Okay, you're gonna retreat. He's going to get an op attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Disintegration.
So if he misses it,
10.
then yeah.
Yeah. So as you're backing up, and he's trying to gnaw on you, but he's kind of blinded from your thrust, so he can't really see. No, you don't get advantage. Only one person can get advantage from the help attack action.
That's fine. 21.
Yes.
Good
Oh,
lord.
he's gonna wreck him. He really is. Like he hasn't hit at all.
I know he's finally gonna. It's like, let's see what he finally brings to the table.
Holy shit! It's radiant damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
His zombie ability can't kick in if he's hit with radiant damage or holy water.
21.
Damn.
Damage?
Gone,
How's it end?
probably.
Okay. Was he at 20?
No, he was at 19.
Okay.
Nice.
How do you want to do
Alright.
this?
I know it's technically illegal, but I'm gonna turn the light blade off, shove it into his mouth, turn it back on,
Why would that be illegal? This ain't AL, man. That is awesome.
and the blade just comes out the other side.
I was like, why didn't you use that before?
I did use that before!
He was attacking with it, but he couldn't hit.
Couldn't tell. I saw him inside the room most of the time.
The thing, it goes from a wobbling, hovering to a as it splashes down into the water.
If I know anyone
So,
that could possibly, I could.
You
put
have
some
connections,
strings.
but it's still going to cost a lot of money to res somebody. But you can't. You need a body to resurrect somebody.
Well, yeah, you need a very high level person to.
Yeah, 9th level spell I think is the only one thing that can pull somebody back from disintegration.
There's only one resurrection 9th level spell that can do that.
Yeah, true resurrection.
Yeah.
Revivify I think requires a body,
Yeah.
and I think so does regeneration. I think they both require a physical body, which disintegrate doesn't. That's the thing that disintegrate does, is it makes it so there's no coming back. It just kills you.
Okay, so. but it's
You
still
might.
possible.
Yeah, it is possible. If you maybe take his ashes, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I scoop his ashes
Scoops his
inside.
ashes
I'm like,
off.
it's like, don't worry, buddy. We'll try to find someone.
right.
I look at him like I feel really bad.
All right. So what's the plan? You guys have dealt with the enemy.
I say, well, let's see what spoils one of our a death is worth. I go
Yep.
to the treasure.
Only true resurrection or a wish spell.
Ah, the witch was the other one. Yes. So you come to this this shiny, sparkly object, and you find a necklace of sorts with beads all around it.
Okay, I'll use Arcana to try to identify it.
Does not work in 5e for that.
Okay,
You
so
need
what
the
do I
identify spell, or you need to spend a certain amount of time with a magic item through a short rest.
need? Shit. Okay, well,
You definitely can tell that its value is extremely high and that it's powerful.
it's like, well,
So you did
it was
find
guarding something.
Yeah, you did find a magic item, but for purposes of
It's like, shall we? I show it to you first. I'm like, this is what we found.
Yep.
Let's look at it later.
yeah. All right, so you guys see Garmor. Garmor, all you remember is a red light, and then you start to see a bright light as it's pulling you. You're starting to reach out towards that blue light. You look, and you're nothing but like a spiritual form of yourself. And as you start to go towards the bright light, something snaps onto your leg. Some green energy starts pulling you back, and it's dragging you back. As you look, you can kind of see like an ethereal form, like a shadow form of the world you were in, and you can see nothing but ash of where you were at. You see your two friends battling this monster, and you start to reach out to try to help, and you start to see your body start to take on formation and start to form. Next thing you know, you're standing in the real world as almost a specter. That's what I should have gave you. I should have gave you a specter format. That's a lot weaker. Anyways, alright, so he kind of reforms in front of you. What do you guys think about that?
Oh, man.
So the way we're going to do this is every time it's your turn, you need to roll a wisdom saving throw to see if you can stay in the material realm. You know how the ghosts, you see them, they appear and they disappear?
Yep.
That's how we're going to replicate that, okay? So every time it's your turn, you may or may not actually be able to engage in combat. Okay, so for those stats, you're not actually going to use all those stats. You're going to have all the immunities and all the resistances and strengths, but everything else is your character, and you have no access to magic. Okay? But you also cannot be killed through normal means. Okay, so moving on. So you guys have claimed the item. You know that you've pretty much, as you look out the window, or where you're at, around the pool, you can see the entrance of where you started. Based on just what you're looking at, you've probably explored the full of this floor.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to head back to the stairs in the main foyer?
Maybe we should just climb up on the roof and camp there for the night.
That's the best solution I've heard all night. I did like his try to run away, though.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I look to Mirrdrift, and I attack him.
Okay.
How long does this happen? Like, between the fight that we just did and...
Just probably a few minutes. You were going to attack?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he woke up the undead beholder. I'm dead because of him.
Oh,
he actually has a point.
Okay.
I was like, that's weird, but it actually makes sense.
I say, what are you doing?
This is your fault!
It's about as my fault as someone getting ran over by a carriage is fault for crossing the street. Get a hold of yourself. You may be dead, but you didn't seem dumb.
Shit.
Stuff like this happens.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I didn't force you inside this building. I didn't
15 or
force you
higher.
to get attacked. You're the one that attacked it.
As you're talking smack, is gone.
Okay. It's like, own up to your mistakes.
You can hear almost an echoey voice from him.
He didn't hear you.
And
He's gone.
you begin concentrating again to form. What are you guys gonna do? I gotta push the story forward because we're running out of time.
Oh,
so
great. So we have to deal with that. Let's obviously his spectral form's gonna attack us if we try to camp. Let's advance and see if we can either release his soul or help somehow.
Or I can just go to the roof.
Well, you go to the roof. I'm gonna try to find the source of this.
You go into the
necromancy.
roof?
I'm gonna see if I can. Do I see a way to get to the roof?
There's a couple trees nearby. You probably could shimmy up one and make it to the roof.
Would that be more athletics or acrobatics?
I'd probably say athletics. It's more of a straight climb than a bouncy, spring-loaded, jumpy one.
Yeah, but I hate to say it. It might be easier to go through a second-story window.
And I kind of muttered to myself as I'm walking away. I said, "I don't need ghosts haunting me every second in here. Something's bounding his soul to this world. I'm gonna release it."
Right. So are you guys going the same way or not? I'm confused.
Yes,
Okay.
we're going the same
Okay.
way.
So you guys walk back into the room with the small little tables and the little chairs and the teacups and everything. And at one of the tables,
I'm cautiously entering the room since it turns into fire all the time. I stay away from. I go around the perimeter of the table.
so as you guys are walking, you spot a doll is sitting on one of the chairs near the tea table.
Was it one of the dolls that we destroyed? Did it look like the same doll?
She's got bruises on her mouth and blacking in her eyes. You see stitching on her neck. You see that her eyes have been re-glued in.
Okay,
Oh, that's not freaking
I
creepy
point
at
at it and I cast the fire beam thing that I have. I'm
Firebolt?
like, It's like, I don't even need, fireball. I don't even need to deal with you right now.
The punchline is it contains the soul of a tortured girl who just wants to escape her more.
Initiative, please.
Okay.
May I roll to manifest?
Sure, go ahead.
So 14 plus...
Give me initiative first.
15.
That would be a 12 for initiative.
16.
What'd you get?
12 for initiative.
I just wrote 12 instead of your name. I'm an idiot. Alright,
5 for materialization.
yeah, that's not gonna work. And I was like, that's actually supposed to be on your turn, so you're gonna use that on your turn.
Alright.
Murdrift. What did you want to do?
Firebolt.
Firebolt? Attack roll, please.
Yeah. So... Okay, that's 1d10. Yoink. So, 7 points of damage.
Yes. So, as the little thing is standing there, you notice she's got her hand between her left. You point, you go, look out and you shout a quick incantation, and a bolt of fire leaps from your fingertips and sizzles as it goes across and catches the doll in the face. And you hear a high-pitched squealing. And it stands up as it's dusting off the fire from your attack. How much damage was that?
7. 7, right? I can't remember.
This is a good choice of music, by the way.
Yeah.
Alright, so, the firebolt catches her and she just kind of pats it off. Is that the best you've got?
No.
It's too bad.
Yeah, I just...
Jack, you're up.
I just calmly say no.
Shock, you're up.
Some blade suppository time. Okay, 19 to hit.
Yes.
And does this doll count as undead for any reason?
Doesn't say anything about oh, no, she's not undead.
Okay. So, okay, 14, 20 radiant damage.
As you launch forward with your shining blade, or as you launch forward with your hilt, the blade comes into existence. And the doll cannot stand before the might of your blade. With your barrage of blows, you slash and parry. She jumps, she dodges, she parries, and tries to avoid most of the blows. But you're able to catch her in her little 2-foot self right in the side of her, getting several of her clothes. I've had worse.
We know.
I'm gonna get you. Would you like to hear my song?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Anything else?
Nope.
She better not be a death singer.
She starts singing a lullaby.
Oh, crap.
Everyone, give me a wisdom saving throw.
I haven't gone yet.
Yeah, it's her turn. She goes before you, so you have to wait.
7.
You've been studying this one, haven't you?
10.
Shit, I should probably read what this does then.
We both failed, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. You just both go to sleep. That's the end.
Oh, you guys got to make another saving throw. Wow. It really fucks you up. That's why.
Okay. Wisdom.
Yep.
13.
So it's for 19.
Fantastic. You are instantly paralyzed. And you start to feel this energy, and you shake off the voice. You realize that her singing, her lullaby is lulling you into some sort of there's enchantment. She dashes towards you. She pulls out a knife that's almost as big as her, and she strikes at you.
Holy shit.
She goes, and she starts crawling up your side and starts trying to thrust this knife into you.
I'm now thinking Army of Darkness.
Natural 20?
Oh no. I'll see you later.
Oh shit. So I didn't specifically tell you what happened. You were paralyzed.
Yep.
You can attempt a saving throw at the end of each of your turn.
Right.
So what comes with paralysis?
Can't move. Helpless.
Attacks are automatic crits anyway, aren't they?
Yep.
What a waste of a 20, right? He's like, fuck it, I got you. So she pulls out her knife. I'm gonna show you my favorite game. I love to cook, don't you? Just like when I was with mommy. And she starts just thrusting her knife at you. You try to turn and pivot, but she catches you in the side, cutting your ribs.
I can't turn at all.
Huh?
I can't turn.
Oh, you can't move. That's right. She's on you, top. You can't. You're frozen by this enchantment. And you just see her just thrusting over and over and over him. You start bleeding from your chest, from your arms. So that's 4d6 then.
Ow.
So 7, 13, and oh no, our crits are automatic max damage and then extra dice. I forgot.
Yep.
So 24 damage plus the 13 I just rolled.
So 37?
Yes.
Oh, I dropped like a rock.
You drop like a rock? Yep. She goes, ha, 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 ha. You're up. Oh, you. Go ahead, Gromor. Try to form.
19.
Yes. Luke, you see the spectral form of Garmor start to appear near you.
How are you freaking
Just what you need, right? You need to deal with his asshole. What are you going to do?
I am going to...
Remember, you don't have your magic.
When I see him appear, I tell him that it's within both our best interest that we solve this and kill whatever necromancy is holding you inside this world so you can go in the great beyond and we don't have to deal with you being here and you can pass peacefully.
I am dead because of you.
No, you are dead. You are dead because you got...
You guys should play
You are
nice.
dead because
Mommy
a beholder
told me to
hit you with
play
a
nice.
disintegration beam. I did nothing.
Play nice.
You are dead because of you.
You're supposed to be good friends. You come to my house and you fight?
We should not have encountered that beholder in the first place because of your recklessness.
You didn't have to attack it.
Okay. On to your turn.
I didn't force your hand. Well, since I have two foes, and I need to cut a path out of this place, I start doing a ritual and I mirror image myself again, and I advance towards the doll.
Okay. She is standing on top of him, wiping her blade off and singing singing back and forth.
I'll say,
Are you going to play with me?
by all means, yes.
Oh, that's so
Which one do you want to attack?
You want some tea? Have a seat.
We have 4 guests. I hope you brought enough for all 4 of us.
Oh, of course. Mommy raised me right.
And I say, I have something for you as well.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
That's all I can do.
Oh yeah, because it takes. Okay, so
Yeah.
you've got your blade drawn. You're ready to strike.
Death save.
Death saving throw, please.
Nope.
Oh my god.
All right.
This is awful.
Your body
I've
is
never been in a
dying.
campaign where people are dying around me.
Well, it's a horror campaign, so.
Yeah, true.
She kind of does her evil laugh, and then launches at you. And she rolled a 2.
Okay.
So she goes to swing at you, and you kind of parry her blow. And just as you parry her blow,
You still have a bat, keep in mind.
huh?
Yeah, I know.
What's
You
that?
mentioned 4 people.
I still have, well, me including.
Oh,
4
I
of
forgot
mine.
about your bat. You got to keep that. I forgot about that. I did.
Well, 5 of us, but I don't include.
So as she's attacking and thrusting with her knife and trying to cut you up, you're parrying her blows with little or no effort. And then as she goes to do a last attack, it's almost a feint. Her body turns black into a shadow, and she disappears.
I know she's still around. Okay, so Obviously, it's my turn next, right?
Yep.
I cast Detect Magic. Try to find her.
You can feel her energy coming from the second floor. You feel that the focus of necrotic energy is towards the is up above you at this point.
Okay. Well, that was a waste. I aid. I try to heal.
Give him a medicine check.
Yeah.
Stabilize him.
Which I don't think I'm proficient.
Don't matter.
24. Or 22.
Yes. So he begins bandaging up. Do you want to expend a healing surge? Or
Yes.
a healing hit die?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Hey, cool. Relate. Hey, cool.
I actually tear off like some of my robes in desperation because I don't have any cloth near me. So I just do that, and it's like, I ruined a perfectly good robe.
Okay. All right. So you guys are you're recovering. You now have a solid form for right now. He has appeared. You spent. Yeah, you are effed up. You are bleeding profusely. He was able to. Meardrift was able to kind of bandage up your wounds.
Yep.
To gain any more, you
Thank
would have to
you.
take a short rest.
I was like, well, we should probably rest.
Yeah.
Good goal.
So you guys kind of just hang out in this room here. All right. So you guys can hear the footsteps from upstairs. What's the plan?
Footsteps.
You go upstairs.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
All right. You guys.
Actually, hold on. We need to take a short rest.
Yeah.
You need to take a short rest.
I do.
He interrupted it. So you guys sit in this creepy ass area for another hour. Give me a
So,
concentration check to see if you can reform.
Concentration.
so what do what do I
wisdom.
get back?
You can get up to half your level in spell slots. So at level 4, you can get a single second level spell or 2 level 1 spells.
Okay, I'm getting back to level 1.
Did you spend your hit dice and recover your health?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you get? All right. You try to reform, and your hands start to kind of go into the material realm, and then it dissipates. You can't. You're finding it very difficult to focus it. All right. So you guys move upstairs. The upstairs comes up to a single long hallway, right? And at the end of the hallway, you can hear a repeating, kind of a bit of a knocking. It sounds like something's walking down the end of the hallway. A single door at the end of it. Probably maybe 15 feet long, 15 foot long hallway.
Do I still have my detect magic?
No, that expires after like a minute, doesn't it?
10 minutes.
Oh, you took an hour rest, so no.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Well, that sucks.
So right now you got the...
I think you said that there'd be magic all around this place anyway, so let's just assume that there's something there.
That's a good call.
Probably something
All right,
bad.
so you guys gonna walk down the hall to
Cautious.
open the door?
Yep.
Okay.
Cautiously.
So you guys get up to the door. You can try to open it or cautiously.
Yeah.
The door is kind of stuck.
I'm not touching the door.
Oh, you touch the
He's
door.
an expert in traps.
I kicked the door.
You gonna kick the door?
Kick the door.
That's gonna require a strength check.
What strength? That was freaking creepy, Ellie.
Someone wanna go answer that?
I'm not. Okay. We're coming. Hang on.
That was fucking weird. You should have seen the look on their face when the door knocked. Oh my god.
Called 1 minute later, I was gonna go take a shower and ignore you.
Oh, no, thank you so much, baby.
Guys, like the timing was perfect.
Yeah, that's why she was on the phone. She was listening to the game.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys like that?
That was awesome. That was awesome.
I wish I would have had my camera ready to snap a picture because that was priceless.
It's like, what?
Oh my god. Holy shit. Bet you never been to a game that's done that before.
No.
I planned it with my wife. I was like, honey, I want to do this. Can you help me? She's like, I would love to help you with that. I'm like, She's like, that sounds awesome. She put on the mask and everything for me. But even just the knocking, oh my god. The guys were like,
I was like, oh, I think she's mad.
Right?
no, she was very cool with helping me and taking care of him. Once he gets back.
That composer, yes.
Yeah, no, we're ready to go.
Oh, I actually have that on my iPod, ironically.
Alright, so give me what was your strength check?
13.
So, for the listeners that didn't notice, these guys, when I said strength check, my wife pounded on the door, and the look on these guys' face, priceless. It was glorious. I wish I would have took a picture.
I honestly thought that she
Should've
was
recorded it.
mad because
Yeah, that's
Dean
what I
has been
thought. I was
ignoring
like,
her from her phone
Wouldn't be the
calls.
first time. Really wouldn't be the first time.
Hence
like,
why
oh, man.
I thought the same thing.
I was like, well,
She's like,
I'll talk
shit,
to
she
her.
came out to kill us.
Right?
Alright, so what was your strength check?
13.
Yes, you kick in the door like a fucking Spartan with and it flies open.
Like,
And
I'm,
then,
like I'm boarding a ship.
like you're boarding a ship.
Time for some piracy!
And as you get there, it's a single room with a bed, a young dollhouse,
Burn it!
and a young doll sitting on the bed.
Burn it!
You don't have to say that twice. I cast burning hands.
You recognize the doll.
I immediately, when he says burn it, I say, I cast burning hands inside the room.
Give me a wisdom saving throw. And everyone, roll initiative. As you see her, oh, you've come to play.
Burn it!
The blue diamond eyes.
6. 17.
Oh, damn it.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm fine with that out of the way because I'm weak.
5.
Midriff got a 5.
17. And that's Brian rolling a 6.
Pirate
Okay.
rogues. Pirate rogues.
You have no idea.
Pyrogues.
Pirate Rogues was the alert feat.
Oh.
So I add my dexterity modifier, +3, and my charisma modifier.
Oh.
So how does looking pretty add to initiative?
Looking fabulous.
Because I kick open the door with sweat.
You just catch him off guard like, oh, you pretty.
Give me an initiative roll so I can add you to the initiative.
Alright, I'm gonna use my black this time.
Well, you are dead, so.
5.
Okay. Alright, so as you guys bust down, this door and you enter the room, you see her, you guys have called out what you're gonna do. Obviously, we're gonna follow initiative for this because I didn't do my normal thing, but she goes, you've come to play. Thank you. Shaq, what are you gonna do? Jacques, what are you gonna do?
Some blade to the face. Not like that, I'm not. 13 hit?
The blade is considered magical, right?
Yeah.
Who's?
The sunblade.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. That's why he fucked up the zombie. The zombie comes back to life after you kill it,
Right.
unless it's killed with radiant damage.
Right.
So otherwise, he would have just kept coming back for a while.
Yeah, 13 to hit.
No.
Didn't think so.
All right, so
And then disengage.
so as you summon your blade, you lunge at her. You quickly thrust, swing, slash. Coming overhand strikes. Every technique you know. And this doll all of a sudden has wicked movements as she's parrying and jumping and flipping. Think like Yoda.
I'm fighting Yoda.
She's like Yoda. She's bouncing around, jumping off the walls, off the dressers, everything
Like
to
a
avoid your
Dooku
blow.
kinda fight?
Yeah, the Dooku fight. Yeah.
When can I use a bonus action?
Woodruff, on your turn.
On my turn?
Yeah,
Okay.
you get a reaction for enemy turns.
Okay, I cast Blade Song.
Okay.
So I
You begin
I-
singing your beautiful voice. Not as good as my lullaby. She looks at you and says, as you start singing,
I say, we'll have to have a competition sometime if I don't destroy
it's
you.
not a competition if I already
As she's talking, I just
You attack her
like-
while
I'm
she's
like-
talking. Give me an attack roll.
I'm using Booming Blade as
Okay.
well. I advance and try to thrust her in frustration with her saying that.
Okay.
That's probably not going to hit.
What'd you get?
forgot how to add.
So you're gonna take the number on the die.
Yeah, 2 plus dexterity.
It's literally, it should be
5.
right there. Oh no, it's not.
That's
Never mind.
damage.
Yes, it's damage. What'd you get?
14.
Yes. Do you want to describe it? You want me to?
What, I actually hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Right on the nose.
And in frustration, I just jab her in the face.
So you do like a
just do one of
snapping
these
jab that really slips beyond her defenses.
Then like a little energy field goes around her when like a shocking energy field goes around her like that.
As she's trying to bounce
And
around, you catch her right in her arm.
Am I able to continue movement as I'm attacking?
Yes. That's kind of why you get a huge bonus to AC, so you can just run away. He's got a
I'm
special
just gonna
ability
do that.
for his class too,
I'm
but
just gonna walk out.
she does get an op attack,
That's
but your
fine.
AC is like 20, isn't it? It's 16 plus 4, right?
Mage armor 16 plus 4, yeah, 20.
So yeah, so you can do that, and that's generally how it's meant to be done.
Okay, I forgot that was like a 5th edition thing.
So as you quickly dart away, she grabs her little kitchen knife and tries to poke and stab at you, and you parry it with your thrumming blade as you run away from her. Do you gonna run to to one of the corners of the room, or back to the entrance?
My bat's gonna engage her too.
Okay.
And when she attacks me with the knife, I'd say, it's like, sounds like you need a different kitchen utensil to try to kill me with.
Mommy, this was her favorites when she talked to Daddy. I
Very
just want to show
creepy.
you my love like Mommy showed Daddy. Is there anything wrong with that?
Yes!
Sounds like a great family.
It is. We're very loved. That's why I keep him right here. As she pats the trunk.
That is twisted.
She goes, "Let me show you just how much I love you."
Yeah, come on, come towards me.
And she
Have a
dashes
walk.
towards you.
And she takes
she's like-
damage.
right, she's going, oh shit, yeah, she's going to. And she as she starts to moving, a loud like thunder runs through the house. The windows in the room start shaking, and she kind of just stumbles back for a second and takes roll damage.
3 damage. I laugh when that happens. Like, that never gets old. Oh my god.
It's okay, I'll get you. And she runs from the floor. She jumps on the dresser. She jumps off of the wall and flips to the ground and does a roll and tries to stab you with her
And
knife.
as she's going around, I'm kind of like moving around a little bit, like, stand still, you little shit.
Okay, so as she comes at you with
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Did you roll an 18?
yeah. No,
Okay.
that's just an attack roll.
Okay.
She has multi-attack. She missed the first one. So as she comes in, you see her little knife attack coming, and you parry it off, and you kind of shove it into the wall, and she kind of lets go as it stuck to the wall and pulls it back and grabs it backwards and does a swift advancing steps. I read the wrong one. She does a hewing stroke that breaks your guard, and she kind of gets inside your close area where your arm overreaches over top of her and gets inside your guard, and she carves up your stomach a little bit
Okay. So that -1 from that fighter thing.
for 9 points of damage.
Ooh, okay, I'm at half.
She pushes into your gut, and you can feel the blade. This was Mommy's favorite part. Can I show you what? And she pulls it. She pulls it out. She licks the blade. Will you be my friend? And she crawls up on top of you. She's on your shoulder now.
Okay.
Garmore, give me a will save with advantage.
Will save with advantage.
Yes, let's see if you can form.
17.
It's not
Okay.
fair, he's gonna kill me.
Well, we'll see how it goes. So your body begins to manifest. You're great. You're like, fuck, this bastard's back. As his body reforms, and you're in between him and this the psychotic evil doll chick. Oh, your friend has come to play. Don't you belong in the dining hall with the others? You should go and play with them. They won't ever play with me. Mommy made sure of that.
My expression is just cold. And then I try to slice her.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
There we go.
That is a 21.
Yes, roll damage.
So that's scimitar. No. What is that? D6?
Yep.
D6 plus 4?
Should be +2.
Plus 2. Oh. I don't know why that's.
How long does the blade song last? Blade song?
Generally an entire encounter.
Okay.
1 minute, but it's an entire encounter.
Okay.
4. 4 slashing damage.
Is that dex base?
No, it's strength based.
Okay. A harsh ripping sound erupts from her body, and you can see stuffing with a little bit of green energy kind of dissipating into the air. It tickles! Why would you do that? Daddy used to tickle me all the time until Mommy showed him how much she loved him. Thank you for playing with me. Your turn. Jacques, you're up. That fucking rogue ability, man. Run in, stab, run away.
Okay,
Murder.
21 to hit.
Yes.
Okay.
How is it that you got 21 from that?
Should have like a +5 or a +6, right? +8. Yeah, there you go. +8.
Okay, let me see here. 7, 12. Alright, so 18 radiant damage.
Rough.
Wow.
Your death swing as you rush into her, you know, your foot pattering as you dust is kicking up behind you. Your death swing cuts a shearing path across your foe,
Because I'm proficient with the weapon.
across the doll,
Yep.
and one of her arms almost comes flying off. It's just hanging by a little bit of thread. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Now I've got to stitch it back together. Her little blue eyes are twinkling.
I'm totally picturing one of the dolls from Coraline.
Yeah. Mandrift. Meardrift. You're up.
Activate Booming Blade.
It's you again. Come, let's dance. Thank you so much for
Attack.
playing with me. Usually when I play with people, they get tired and stop really quick. I have to
16
take
to
them
hit.
down into the basement. What's that?
16 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Three, 10.
Damage?
Yeah, 10 damage.
As you do a thunderous assault with your thrumming blade, you get a sudden strike that really catches her unaware while she's engaged with Jacques, and you take advantage of that. Don't forget about your minion too, that he can give somebody
Oh,
advantage.
yeah. That's true.
You've already used it on your. You've already hit, so I would say whoever's next, which is
Could I
going to be.
give it to him?
You can give it to anybody that attacks.
Okay.
You just say
I'm
who
giving
gives it.
to him, and I'm gonna step back.
Okay.
Out of her
She does gonna get out of her range. Okay,
Yep.
she's gonna attack. She has multi-attack. Doesn't matter.
With the
Doesn't hit.
attacks of opportunity.
I think so. Well, it's just multi-attack. That's her action.
Okay.
It's not. Well, I don't even know how if it works the same way with. Yeah, it does, because even as a fighter, whenever you take the attack action, you get to attack again, right?
Even with attacks of opportunity.
No.
Are you sure? It's different with enemies, isn't it? Because they have multi-attack.
Yeah.
That's not the same as extra attack. A player only gets one, but I think the enemies get multi-attack,
That's
right?
fine.
Unless you're a brown bear.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
Anyways, it
you're-
doesn't
you're
matter.
DM, so whatever.
So we're gonna go with it for now. It's not like she can fucking hit you anyway. Goddamn 20
she can.
AC.
She can. It hurts really bad.
Well, you got 20 AC though. It's hard. All right.
Is that right?
So she
And then like the electricity envelops around her again.
okay. She decides to. I don't like the music you play. It's not very fun. Not like my mom's music box. And she dashes. Ooh, actually, no, she doesn't. You see her turn into a shade of black, and she disappears with a thunderous boom.
She still take damage?
Yes,
Okay.
it's not a teleport, so.
Okay. So she takes 6 points of damage as she walks away.
Ghostly flash step?
Something like that. She goes. You hear an echo. Let's play hide and seek.
Do I know where she is as a ghost? Because
Oh, that is a good thought.
oh wait, that's
I would say I don't know. She's not in another dimension, so.
right. Because that's ethereal sight, which I don't have.
All right, it is your turn.
My turn.
Yep.
I would like to make a perception check as to where she is.
All right.
10.
You are looking up around, and just as you look up, she falls from the ceiling atop of you.
Ah, crud.
I'm just like, that's interesting. Attacking a ghost.
So as she is falling from the ceiling, she lands right where you're at as she kind of passes through you and is standing in your square. She's like, the other ones don't play with me. Oh, that's too bad. She can only do that once. She starts swinging her knife wildly, trying to cut away, and you're kind of just dissipating in the vapor there. 3. For 7 points of damage.
7.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that kitchen knife's magical, huh?
It is now. Fuck off. No, it's half damage. For
Oh,
him.
is it?
It still hits
oh,
him.
okay, I didn't know. I thought it was like
Right? Half damage?
It's ethereal.
Should be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From non-magical
It's half
weapons.
damage.
So
7 damage.
oh, 7 damage.
Yeah, I already did that. I hit you with 4d6 and did 7 damage. So, she landed on top of you. You poked around. What are you gonna do? She's standing inside you right now. Come play with me.
Can I drag her out of me?
I don't know that ghosts can really grab things, can they? You can try. Make a grapple check.
Grapple?
Yeah, it's a contested check. You do your strength or your strength versus her dex or strength.
So I add my dex. My
You have to beat
strength
12.
11.
So as you're trying to grapple her, she kind of dumps and jumps and piles and moves out of the way and avoids your grapple. What do you do, Jacques?
Okay.
Oh, the guy with the big giant. The
18.
bright. I'm trying. What would a kid reference that as? Not a sword, but oh, the guy with the big flashlight. They don't have flashlights. Fine. Oh, the guy
Big
with
torch.
the glowing torch is coming after me. You want to play tag too? That's good.
Alright, 16.
Well, they do.
Yes.
They do call.
Well, actually, it's 18 to
flashlights
hit, 16 damage.
torches in England.
Oh, nice. Man, I gotta add this up real quick.
Oh, I gave you advantage, by the way.
Oh!
Yeah, roll again. See if you crit.
No, I don't crit.
Okay.
Her stitches are starting to come undone. Your furious assault, you really find it difficult to really pin her down, but you get her in a nice wide sweeping arc strike. Midriff.
Sure.
Sure.
So, obviously, I advance towards her
Mm-hmm.
and I cast Booming Blade. It's like, let's play hide and seek again. And I thrust at her with the
With me
the
still
rapier.
in range?
Yeah,
Wait, no, I don't want. Okay, it's like she's inside him.
she's standing in his square. Who cares? Fuck him. He was trying to kill you earlier. Remember? Stab him. Sorry.
I'm gonna ready an action for the doll to advance towards me.
Okay.
I was like, hey, let's play hide and seek again.
How about we just say when she moves?
Yeah. So I'm standing still, and then when she
Okay.
moves, I'm going to advance
Attack.
and stab.
Okay. It is her turn. She turns to... Well, she turns to you since you're already up in her face ready to strike her. She goes, oh, you've come back! The other one's playing hide and seek with the bright glowy stick. That's weird. It gives away his location. It's not a very good tactic. I can see him over there. But you
All right, Master
got
at
the
War,
throbbing,
come
noisy
at me.
one. She does. She attempts to attack you.
When she comes towards me, I charge her. and
Yep, you're going to
attack.
get your attack.
Do I go first, or
Yeah,
does
you
she
do.
Okay.
Because yours is waiting for the trigger for her to move to attack.
Okay. So I probably miss with a 9.
As she's coming towards you and you thrust, she kind of parries your blow with the soft end of the knife. She goes,
And then
Is that the best you got?
I move out. Wait.
You can't.
That's
Yeah, your trigger. When you ready an action, you give up everything but your action.
But just a standard action.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
No, that's okay.
Sure,
That's fine.
Sure.
And she comes and strikes at you. The one's gonna miss. The one hits 20. It's +3. Oh no. It's +6 for the claw and then +6 for the knife, not 3. I'm an idiot.
Okay.
So 21 and 23.
She hits. With both.
So the first one's just 1d6. For 5 damage. And the other one is 6 damage.
Okay.
Actually, 10 damage.
10? I'm
Yeah.
on the ground.
So she, as you engage her, she crawls up on top of you and swipes you with her hand and kind of rakes you across the gut, kind of surprisingly sharp, taking a chunk out of your chest. And she flips her knife up in her hand so it's facing down. I'm getting tired of playing. Are you guys ready? This is my favorite part. When it's bedtime. Nighty night. And she starts just stabbing into you repeatedly. And then you see Meardrift drop to the ground.
Yep.
Gormir. Gormir?
Garmore.
Garmore. Whatever. He's dead. I don't have to remember it anymore.
wow. I attack her from behind her.
Okay. You begin assaulting her with your scimitar. You're sweeping and swooping, and she's dodging, she's jumping, she's flipping, she's twisting, and she's avoiding all your strikes as if they're nothing. And she laughs at you. She goes, "Is that the best you got? I know children that are more dangerous than you.
Oh, is that the best you've got, though?
I'll show you the best that I got." She kind of looks at you with her little doll eyes, little blue doll eyes.
Oh, really? I wonder where your little music box is.
Oh, you like my music? It's your turn. Please don't fall and kill yourself.
Ideally. Okay, 15 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, that's a lot. Okay.
Wait, you rolled high damage?
Yeah.
That's kind of the rogue thing. That's their thing.
26 damage.
Oh, Jesus.
How do you want to do this?
Not quite. Close, though. Very, very close. Thank you very much.
I stab her.
Hey, would you do the same thing when he's sitting down, please?
I'm just trying to shred her at this point.
Okay, you're just going to do a barrage strike here. Do you know how to use a camera?
A barrage?
No, a camera. There's got to be a better one than that. As you dash in for your quick blow, your swing strikes through the air in a fearsome whirl of buzzing with a and slices and cuts and twists and slats, and actually you lop off one of her arms. And she goes, "Oh no! Do you know how long that's going to take me to put back?"
Not long enough.
And there's almost, your blade is cut into her, and she's definitely hurting. You can see her tone goes from happy, playful to a little bit more, thank you, to a little bit more angry. Mm-hmm. It's like, "You're gonna pay for that! I will make you all pay!" Meardrift.
On the ground, bleeding. So do I
Death saving. Yep.
What do I have to roll?
Just
20.
10 or higher.
Nope.
Alright, so as you're laying there unconscious, you start to see flashes in the darkness of being assaulted by this little girl again. And you start to see a light almost flicker for an instant. And then you kind of, it flickers out and you're back to unconsciousness.
Okay.
Bad guy goes.
Oh, no.
She looks at you. "I told you. We were gonna time for... I told you it was time for bed!" And she launches a barrage of strikes right at you, Gormore. "I don't like you when you don't play or don't listen." And as she's assaulting you, she gets... you're able to parry several blows with your scimitar. You move out of the way, and she's able to get one good clean shot in you for 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 4 is 10 damage.
I'm gone.
So as she assaults you with her claws, you're able to parry most of the blows, but then she sweeps you with her or she cuts you with her knife and stabs true right into your skull. And you watch as his body dissipates.
Again.
Again.
Is my familiar still there, or is it gone?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, cool.
It can take the help action to help him.
Yeah.
It kind of flitters. Give me the flittering noise. That's so awesome. I love that. It flitters
little
up.
effort, too.
And she says, "That's such a cute pet you have. I've got a bunch of them just like him in the dungeon. I mean the basement."
I lay silently on the floor.
That's
my response to
It's your turn. You have advantage on your attack.
I do.
Are you ordering pizza?
Yes.
He's hungry. It's his lunchtime.
Oh, right.
Okay, 19 to hit.
Question,
Yes.
Where are you ordering pizza from?
Let's see.
Probably a pizza place.
9, 14,
10:30?
14 damage.
How's it end? Be good. This is the climactic ending.
I hold still and close my eyes as she darts around the room. And as she bounces around, I listen to her movements, and she dashes towards me. With a flick of my wrist, I meet her blow with mine and cleave her in two.
As you've cleaved her in half, the dark energies dissipate and it leaves with a haunting noise.
Okay then.
And your buddy is bleeding out. Give me a death save on the floor.
2.
He's still bleeding out on the floor. So you're starting to see flickers of light in the darkness.
Medicinal check.
Okay.
Medicals.
16.
So you're able to stabilize him. He's able to stabilize you. After a little bit, you come to, and he's standing there over you. No spectral ghost Garmore in sight. No, you can see pieces of the little child doll in pieces, just kind of sitting there.
Yep.
What health am I at? That was negative
Just one.
3.
Just one.
At
Until you
one.
take a short
Okay.
rest.
Negative 21.
So for the rest of this adventure. So is there any discussion going to happen between you two after you wake up? Maybe about what's going on, what's happened?
Like, I say, pretty sure whatever is causing these abjurations is still around here.
I almost say we burn the place and be done with it.
We should probably come back. We should probably leave and then come back and deal with it.
Hence, burn the place down.
Burn the place down. Well,
Is that the
I
plan?
look around the room.
Just there's a chest at the end of the bed.
I
Open
open the
it.
chest.
And you can see the bones and remains of two human-shaped figures.
I see if there's like any belongings or anything like that.
There actually you see a locket around one of the necks of one of the skeletons that is forced into this box uncomfortably.
And the two skeletons,
take-
it's one adult, one a child?
I take the locket and
Or
I
two adults?
They're two adults. As
I take the locket and open it and see if they're.
So
inside of it.
you see a beautiful woman, golden hair, absolutely stunning. And on one side of the locket, on the other side, you see a very charming man, very bulky, and a very young girl, probably 3 or 4 years old.
I kind of look at it and I say, "Oh, how tragic." I just put it back inside.
Shut it. All right. You guys are still inside this manor.
Let's see. That's. Still hear things. It's like, well,
Burn the bones?
Burn the bones.
I'm asking him.
burn the bones.
Yeah.
Man, we're both really messed up. We should probably leave.
I think I said burn the place down.
Burn the place down?
Burn
Well,
the place down.
the basement, I don't think, can... You know what, fine. Let's get out of here. Let's
You burn it down?
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys go downstairs. You channel fiery energy.
No, I cast
Burning hands?
Burning hand. No,
Yeah.
no, firebolt, just because.
You guys are walking on the way out, and he's just fucking shooting fireballs off like a cowboy. Just he's like Oprah giving out firebolts. You get a firebolt, you get a fire, boom, 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 and it does light things on fire. That's kind of its thing. So, on your way out, you guys managed to escape the manor. The building is burning behind you. You truly believe that that manor was the epitome of true evil, and that horrifying evil doll. You're glad that horrifying evil doll was removed from this world.
It's still not the end of it, I think.
And you guys are still taxed and exhausted, even more than you were when you came here for rest. And now one of your guys is dead.
Yeah, that didn't help us. I cast detect magic just like as it's burning down and see if it like fades or.
The signature begins to get weaker and weaker as far as you can tell.
I focus it in the basement. Where the base?
You don't feel nothing.
So there's nothing. Okay.
Well, no, you don't feel nothing. You can't feel through certain level of physical interruption, so you don't feel nothing. Seems clear. It looks safe. Looks all clear.
I thought you said I was clear. I said it looked clear.
Well, I say, well, that doesn't mean anything. Okay. I'm smart enough to know.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
It can come back or whatever. So that is our adventure. That's a little bit of a homebrew mix of The Haunt. I hope that you enjoyed it. I want to thank you all for joining me today.
Yep.
We're going to sign off really quick. Thank you for listening. This adventure is brought to you by Crit Academy. I am your host and DM, Justin.
I'm one of your co-hosts and player, Ian.
I'm a player. I'm Matthew, and this is like I'm a rookie player. Just wanted to say that.
Okay, can you do it without stammering then? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
And your guest, Luke.
Yep. So
One
thank
of
you.
your guests.
Thank you all for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this adventure, and if you didn't, you can shove it.
Oh wow,
because that's about as much as I care. What did you guys think?
Oh, that was really.
That
good.
was really good.
Yeah.
And very dark.
That was fun.